Hey guys, what's going on? Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm doing kind of quick videos for the day. I'll be heading out for a while. So I have something to do for the rest of the day. But here are two reviews. First one is done. This is the second episode. This is going to be a list for winter once again. And these are for fun. Like usually people like this kind of list. So if it doesn't really, appeal to you, you can skip it. Absolutely no problem. So what I have for you today is 7 fragrances quickly. I reviewed them all. These are good performers in winter. And before I do the review, just want to put it out there casually that many people say these things, like yesterday I saw a comment on a fragrance. Someone said this fragrance, it's good for nothing. This is in the list. I'll show you. But this one doesn't last at all. I tried Decant, it didn't last, or neither did I find the fragrance to be appealing. So these are the things. It is like, how to say, very simple. Like some fragrance will work for you, some fragrance will not work in terms of longevity, smell, skin chemistry, or wherever you live, or whatever formulation you got, or you got a bad batch, or you got a fake. A lot of things are there. So do not pass judgment like this fragrance is bad. Just say that it did not work for me, perhaps, because it confuses other people. If other members, they see this, like comments on Fragrantic or somewhere, they think that fragrance is bad because someone commented. So they take it as honest, like a solid review. It is honest, but it's not universal. Remember that. So fragrances may work for you, may not. Test a fragrance always, and test run and decant. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Okay, simple as that. So let's start. First fragrance I'm going to start with is a powerhouse, Lapidus Pour Homme by Ted Lapidus. This fragrance, I recently got a backup bottle. My older bottle is almost like here. So these are beasts. Some people call this a big daddy of Kuros in terms of performance smell. A weird thing is this fragrance does have a pineapple note, which I never really found, but it's kind of like a oak moss, strong, masculine, like a very complex fragrance. This screams winter. I'll show you the packaging. I love this packaging. When you see these, you just automatically feel like, oh, this is maybe like a very old school classic. That's exactly what it is. And it's not super expensive, still like $20-25 you can find these. Lapidus, I really want to try the sport version. I haven't found it, but I did review the gold and the black, few of the other ones. Then Rumba, good house for budget, definitely pushes a lot. Maybe the smell may not be to your taste, but I'll tell you one thing, like the fragrance has definitely, all of them have great performance. Lapidus Pour Homme. Number 6, I'm gonna go with the classic CDNIM EDP. You guys always ask, is this still a good buy? CDNIM, is it? Yes, of course. CDNIM has been proven to be one of the best creeds alternative to Aventus, like Armaf's alternative to Aventus. And this one sells like hotcake. They do have different versions like oil, perfume, EDT, EDP, limited edition. A lot of these nowadays. Oud, I'm waiting eagerly. I hope one of the sellers can bring it for me. But Club Nuit Intense, man, like if you have this kind of like a big bottle, they will serve you really well. I think these are 200 or 150 ml. This is 200 ml. Yeah. So the thing is, you need to know the performance is top notch all year round. Last usually longer on clothes. So any fragrance, it will hold nicely on the clothes if it's not silk. If it's a cotton or some of the other ones you're wearing, they will hold on better on clothes. So spray heavily on the clothes, you get even better performance. So this one has been proven to be one of the best perfumes, in the market, best bang for buck. I think that's really good. Next one is the one that I was talking about yesterday. Someone complained like it didn't work for them, but guess what? It works for most of the people and me as well. I'm not complaining or anything. There's no grudge or anything like this silly. But I'll tell you what, like if you see 80-90% of the people say, yeah, it's a beast. It's a freshie, almost. It's a sweet coconut, little bit of a tonka. It's a nice perfume. One of the best from Davidoff easily is Cool Water Intense. This is the best flanker of this line, in my humble opinion. So far, I haven't smelled any better. The night dive version is good, but what I really find is this thing is a straight up beast. It just lasts forever. Okay, 8 to 10 hours easy. And the price range is just so satisfying. If you want to wear a little bit of a tropical, sweet, fresh fragrance in winter, also in summer it works, but works better in winter. Okay, I'll tell you, like Dylan Blue, Versace Dylan Blue, this is better performer than that. So Cool Water Intense. So now getting into a little bit of a bigger boys, like big boys, big game, Terre D'Hermes. This is like a classic. It has become a fragrance that everybody loves, everybody knows. Sorry, this way. Okay, so everybody knows this fragrance, everybody raves about it. Got this earthy vetiver, and then the earthy sort of also orange, peel, a little bit of bitterness, so very complex fragrance for sure, but definitely has great performance. It does have ISO super, so what happens is you may go nose blind to it, but other people can smell it on you. Great signatures, and you can definitely rock this in winter, and I highly recommend it. So next one, we're going to go a little bit. Oh man, let me see if I can make more space, because this thing, yeah, okay, let's keep it like that. Okay, so the next one is another big bottle that I have. I think it's a 200 ml. This is called Haramain Amberwood Ruby Edition. Beautiful red and golden bottle. I did not know previously they do have these big size bottles. I only thought they had like 75 ml, right? Or whatever the bottle size smaller ones are. But they do have bigger bottles, and bigger bottle you buy, you get better value. This thing is one of the best, cleanest, and non-offensive Baccarat Rouge clones. Very close, very good value, and the oil in there is good. Thing is, at first when I sprayed it, it felt like it's gone, you know, like in 2-3 hours. Then again, I realized it's the same case as Terre D'Hermes, is that ISO super property or Ambrox and whatever they use, this fragrance make you go nose blind. So even if you go heavy sprays, you might feel it's not there, but hang that close on your shelf, sniff it after 2-3 days, you smell these fragrances. Okay, so Baccarat Rouge is super expensive. I would suggest, if you like Baccarat Rouge and you want a little bit of a more value, or you know, this one is going to cost you under $100 of 200 ml, that still like $70-80, whatever you spend on these, man, excellent investment. 200 ml you can use for a very long time. So that's number 3. Number 2 is one of my best buys this year. It's called Invictus Elixir by Paco Rabanne. So this is also called Victory, or V Elixir. Such a long name. Paco Rabanne, Invictus Victory Elixir. There are 4 names in one perfume. Okay, that's kind of ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry to say the names are getting out of control, and I don't like this name. Just call it Invictus Elixir. Why have to call it Victory? Okay. So anyway, so this thing is a better version, in my humble opinion, which is also a great fragrance, which is called Victory. I love this a lot. This is more sweet, a little bit of a less playful, and a more night out fragrance. This thing, it got mango, man, I love this fragrance. Mango, coconut, tropical vibe, sweetness, tonka. Through and through winter, this thing picks me up compliments wherever I wear. People ask me like, what you wearing, right? So try this one, you. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same effect on you, may not be the same effect, but whoever I asked, everybody bought this, are satisfied with the performance, just like Lamal Le Parfum, which I'm not showing today, but it's the sweet trend. Amazing. 200 ml is such a satisfaction, right? Number 1, I'm going to finish with a niche fragrance, which is called Nishane Fan Your Flames. Show you the juice color, you understand probably what kind of fragrance to expect. This one also has a little bit of coconut, just like the Invictus Elixir, but this coconut is not the main player. Main player, I think, is like a booze, maybe a rum or something like that. It's a boozy, sweet, coconutty, kind of spicy combination. It's one of the simpler compositions of Nishane, but man, that performance, you know, when you get a Nishane Hachivat, Ani, this one, maybe Sultan Vetiver, anything you get, the dark ones, man, even if you like or dislike the perfume, but you know, on most part, they last at least 8 hours, right? So that's the quality of Nishane. That's why you pay a lot more, right? So there are many other houses. These are the 7 fragrances I want to show you. If you go, let's say, Nasemato, or you know, the other houses like Amouage, you know, a lot of houses, they have beast mode, right? So Arabian Oud, you can try whatever you like. So these are the 7 different kind of fragrances. I have some sweet ones, some boozy ones, you know, then some arty ones, then freshy, kind of freshy dark, and then the powerhouse. So these are kind of combinations I'm doing for winter. Hopefully you're liking this. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and I sign out for the day. Bye bye.